Hey guys, Astro here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be giving a backstory to Oswald the Unlucky Rabbit. Now, this is a character from Wednesday's Infidelity, however you pronounce that, part 2. It's the epic Oswald song that replaces Mighty, that you've probably all seen if you've been on my channel, and if you're new here. Now, I did a poll yesterday asking who you'd like to see, whether it would be Starved Mouse or Oswald the Unlucky Rabbit. An overwhelming 960 out of 1,200 of you voted for Oswald. So yeah, here it is. And if you're new and this is the first video that you've seen of me, please like and subscribe, as I'm trying my hardest to hit 10k, and we're almost at 8k. But yeah, anyway, on with the video. So deep in Disney's history, there is a lost Mickey Mouse episode based off Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Now, this episode was made one night in 1920 when Walt Disney was quite drunk. Now, back in the 1920s, they were still prototyping Oswald's character. At the time, he was actually Oswald the Unlucky Rabbit. He would always get things wrong and he would get caught in his own traps. He was mainly there as comedy relief for the show. But one day, my great-grandfather, who used to work for Walt, stumbled across a tape named Oswald Can't Die. Starting the tape, it opens as usual, with the title obviously being Oswald Can't Die. It starts with Oswald in a dressing room getting ready for what seems to be a show, when all of a sudden Mickey walks in. Mickey tells Oswald that he has a replacement for him. Oswald replied, so where is the new guy? I want to wish him good luck. Then Mickey brought in a yellow dog named Pluto, and Oswald was not amused. Mickey, is this a joke? You're replacing me with a goddamn dog? Mickey replied with, yeah, now Oswald, could you please collect your things and leave the premises? Oswald left, telling Mickey, I swear you'll get your choice. As Oswald left, he turned into an alley when all of a sudden he heard behind him, turn around and give me all your possessions. Oswald complied and handed the thief his wallet. The thief then said, time to tie up some loose ends. Oswald put his hands up, ready to meet his death. Then the revolver in the thief's hand was loaded. He raised the revolver to Oswald's face and fired. Now, due to Oswald's bad luck, the shot scratched his face, rebounded off the alley, and buried itself in the thief's forehead, killing him. Oswald then arrived home to find out he had been evicted from his house, due to not paying rent on time. Oswald, out of a home and a job, did the next best thing. He jumped from the roof, hoping to end himself. But it was all for naught as Oswald landed on one of the gazebos above a shop, landing relatively unharmed. Then Oswald remembered the revolver he had in his pocket from the robbery. So he pulled it out and pressed it to his head and pulled the trigger, only for it to click, indicating that it was empty. Oswald soon came up with a plan. If he couldn't die through normal means, and he couldn't off himself, he would enact his revenge on Mickey. Approaching the field where Mickey filmed his show, Oswald muttered under his breath, Alright, let's get this over with. Walking into the field, he spun out his revolver and shot around straight into Pluto's head, killing him. Mickey turned around in fear. Oswald, what the hell? You killed Pluto! Oswald replied with, I told you I'd get my revenge, Mickey. Mickey called for security to neutralize Oswald. Oswald simply chuckled, Mickey, I can't be killed. Oswald then proceeded to give Mickey a small serenade. He then put the revolver to his own head and pulled the trigger, showing Mickey that he could not die, the bullet going straight through his eye. When Oswald was still standing, he yelled, Why can't I die? He then pulled out a detonator and pressed it, causing the whole field to become a crater. All of Mickey and co. just a charred remains, and Oswald was sitting in the crater, giggling. And the last thing he said before the tape ended was, I can't die.